Welcome to the answer, the channel that focus on basic drawings, sketches. We are featuring chalkboard drawing on our live stream every other days. So every 2 days you will see a live stream from here to show you how we do chalkboard drawing about animals, wildlife, and people, and portrait. Okay, so welcome everyone. So if you're here for the first time, let me show you what we use. We use this chalk, find anywhere in the stationery store, in the school. There's a lot of them. We use this to draw an animal as here, and we have a small blackboard. You can have a big one, a huge, even huge as large as a wall. What they call wall blackboard wall. Okay, I'm not good in pronunciation, but that's mean a wall, so you can have a large space to draw at your home or in the office. Okay, so but this one we draw a very small, quite controllable, manageable size of drawing, so everyone can start from here. Okay, so let me show you the chalk. I put the chalk here, and I'm gonna to erase this one. You just see here. This is an hour, bomb hour. Oh, that's. So, and now we're gonna to erase this. We're gonna happen. Particularly, we're gonna do what a coincidence. We are gonna to draw this eagle. What do you call this eagle? White hat eagle, American eagle. Okay. So now let me welcome everyone here tonight. No matter where you're from, 我们这里是中文频道因为来自全世界的朋友都有啊，所以我们呢基本上中英文呢我们都可以跟各位沟通一下啊，所以欢迎大家。Okay, thank you for your support. Thank you for everyone here today. All right. Okay. Thanks for your support. Right. So we're gonna to draw this eagle, a beautiful eagle. All right. So we are going to erase this beautiful hour. Then we'll leave the blackboard here, and then we're gonna to put this on to make this eagle, and we're gonna to draw on this blackboard tonight and today or this time. Okay, so without further ado, and we are going to do the work immediately. So let me erase this beautiful artwork, and then we are going to do a new one. All right, so let's do it. How we do it? We erase it with a wet cloth, so it cleans fast, and it won't make a lot of dust. But actually, the chalk nowadays are very good. The dots will not fly all over. There's always dustless chalk. Okay, so that's the eagle, and we're gonna erase. 我们把它擦掉，擦掉，擦掉，擦掉左眼。Say like a scary movie, huh? Like a dinosaur, like a ghost. Okay, you can make a lot of illustration, story, again, the character design with animal face, right? Okay, so we erase that and we make it clean. And now I'm gonna to make it more clean with a dry cloth. And I have to erase. I have to make it clean, so it will be easier for the next chalkboard drawing. Actually, this is a double-sided blackboard. So the back is still a blackboard. So it's worth buying. You can draw both sides, this side and that side, and you can have a stand here so people can see the front and the back. So that's a good poster. Okay. So now everything's clean. I wipe it off, and now I'm gonna to draw this eagle, and this eagle will come to a life soon. And in this session, I'm gonna to draw this one. So you were asking how we gonna to create an eagle like this with chalk. Very easy if you follow my skills, and follow my steps. OK， 非常简单你可以根据我们这个来做，所以我们呢要把这个画在上面啊。OK, so how we do it? Yeah, take a look. How we gonna to do this drawing? So first, we have a blackboard here, and we want to put the eagle here, right? So you measure the size. I probably from the left to the right, I have this big size, right? I don't want to go excess to the border, across the edge of the border of the board, right? So I have an arrangement. I hope my eagle drawing, he will be in the center. No matter from top to bottom, left to right, they should be on the center. So I have a center. So I put the eyes on the center. Oh, that's great. That's one way to do it, but okay, I move a little bit here. Oh, I put here. Oh, no problem. I put an eyeball here, and I draw a hair. You got a hair scar like this big. Okay, so you see, this is a forehead, and the top of her head, and then he goes the head is going like a big egg, but actually the scar is here. Okay, so right here, and I thought that this is half right here, and then they have half here. He probably here nose, mouth probably this right here. So the half and half. I have made the measurement already. So this half here, and this another half. So the eyes is on the center, a little bit left, a little bit here, but it's in the center of our drawing, and at center is the center of her face. Okay, that's a rough measurement. rough, very rough. Okay, so I got a forehead here, and then I got a scar here, so his mouth goes like this. And this I have. And I measured also that this will be half here. This will be her jaw and throat. This is the mouth. This is her cheek. Okay, so probably he like this. Okay, so this was half and half. Let me see. So then when you finish, something changed. Half and half more. So I need to make this a little bit like that. But you can fix this all the time. The details, there's a minor change here. So let me see how. So this will be longer. It's just about half and half, but you don't have to really exactly that size. So this is the mouth on the bottom. And this is looking down this way. This is the nose. This beak. They call beak. Anybody can help me with the what do you call this? Beak or brick? OK， 然后这个是下颚，下方，这是下颚。好，这个是它的这里，然后呢，这里往下降，这样子辐射线的展开。好，这个头，然后呢，它这里呢1条、2条、3条、4条，大大小小，这个刺一样啊。所以到时候这些呢都要留下痕迹啊。好，这是它的背，这是它的翅膀。然后身体在这里呢已经消失掉，看不太见啊，黑暗，完全看不到啊，黑黑的啊，所以可以看得到它的翅膀 这是身体啊。这里一个结构，这里反向，裙，这里眼珠，这里。好，我们今天画的并不是很大一只。到释放一下啊。好，我们看一下，大体上，好，这是我们的基本的素描啊，先把这个形抓起来。Hello, flock, so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. This is only the sketch of our eagle. This eagle is so beautiful. And we're going to put the eagle here from this image as a reference. And we're going to draw this eagle here. Okay, so let me see if everything's okay. All right. Yeah, it should be no problem. That's it. Okay, so her mouth is over a little bit right here in this area. Okay, so that's the beginning of our drawing today. That's the sketch. Thank you, everybody. If you like our drawing, if you like our live stream, please tap likes on your right corner, right bottom corner. Here, you tap there, there's a like, so that shows that how you support our live stream. Okay, so now we have this sketch ready, and then now we are going to draw this beautiful eagle. So let me put closer so you can see much clear. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna draw facial features, and I'll give a light, a basic light and shadow before we do the detail. So now I'm going to divide the segment of light and shadow on her face and body. So now let me find the great chalk. that. We can scratch. We can make a light and shadow there on her face. Okay, so this is a chalk. I use the side of it, and I put the light here. So the light is coming from the back, and from the right hand side, and right hit on the face here. So the light direction like this, like you see like a missile, shoo, boom, hit the eagle. So all the area hit by the light will go brighter, and those areas not the light cannot reach, and then it will become a shadow or casting shadow or dark areas. So light coming from here, so he got a very good light on the face, on the back here, and on her bricks back here. And this is weaker, and by on the front, this side, so bright, right? And the cheek here are so good with light. But here he got the top a little light, and then over here, this part also very light. So this is so bright, but here is the throat here, not many light. Okay, so there's a shadow here, so there not so bright. And then he got the wind over here, so bright. And he got the back, yeah, a little light, but because the body is black or the dark feather, so it will not so bright. And this the head over here, because of the white feather, so it's so bright. So you see there's not much shadow on her face, because the light come direct on this direction and hit her face. All the left side, all his side are hit or lit by the light from this direction. Okay, so you just like throw as a handful chalk and through this way, boom, then it goes like this. You see here, so much bright, and there's no chalk here. So it's like a snow, you know, snow. If you're in your country, if you see in the winter, the snow coming from the sky, so all the surface facing the sky will cover with snow, and all the surface under the light, running away from the sky, back of the sky, then there will no light, like my hand here. So the light is coming from the top. So all my top of my hand are very light, and the back here, if I don't turn, you can see it, but I turn a little bit, it's still under the light. So it's a shadow. So for this eagle, it goes like this. Okay, so the light, you can see my hand is not too good looking, so but I don't have anything better to show you. So the light is coming from the top, just like this. So everything under here were a little bit dark, and because he have a dark skin here, the feather here, so you will not see a lot of light there. So that's the imitation. That's a basic understanding of the light and shadow, and this give us a background, a very solid background, starting background for us to finish more detail of her face with right amount of light and right distribution, light and shadow, and right textures. Okay, so according to this overall light and shadow distribution, it will help us to make details. Now this look like a stone, right? Like a statues. Okay, so this not so bright. I give a little bit light. Light. This is here not so bright. This part will be not so bright, but you can see some light reflection there. Okay, so we have this ready. So easy, right? Okay, then I'm going to do the small area, small parts of her face. So we call the facial features. So like the eyes, nose, mouth, beak, and then we go ear, then we go forehead, then we go to the neck, then we go to the body. So each part we will deal more detail in structure and the light and shadow and the textures. Okay, so we start from the light. So he got eyes like this, eyeball, so bright. The light coming around here, it's all under the light. So the black is the pupil, the pupil, right? And then he's covered by his brow. So he got this under the shadow. So the upper part of her eye are covered by shadow. Okay, so this is the eyeball. All right, and this is the eye socket, eye circle, eye socket. What do you call this? But we know he got a circle of the on eyelid probably right here. So he got a circle around right here. And then we have this part ready. Then we have this. This eyebrow feather is all bright, and this some small feather over just above the eyes here. And then he goes to the side, and then here is small feather on her cheek right here. Okay, so this is small and goes to the back of her face, and we will draw that later. We just handle this part around her eyes in this area. So he got the eyes here. Is the eye corner connect to the nose here, and this covered by very small hair. Okay, and then this is the eyebrow. Okay, so you see, we have this start. Okay, so you have a rough sketch there, and you have to fix this a little more when we go to more detail here. So that's the hair, forehead here, and then we will handle that later. And now we're going to draw her nose. So the nose starting from here, connect to the scar right here, and then how his nose looks like. He looks like this. Cover here and here, and then around the cheek. This is a big side of the the round area of her mouth. And then he got a nose here, and he got a nostril right here. Okay. And this is a nose. Yeah, this is a very special structure here. It's so small. If you don't look closer, you will not notice the difference. Okay, so let me draw this not so black. Actually, he got some structure there. And then I draw this nose here. Disconnect to the her lips. Okay, so he got a divider here. Okay, all right, so don't worry about that. First, you just notice that. That's good enough. And then he got a light area here. He got this, a bumper here. So this part is bright, and this center here. So this is a round. What do you call that? So you can see there's two parts of her mouth. This one, round, and take this part on the bottom, and then he had the upper connect with the mouth here, and this is a big, very complete part of her bricks, and the lights coming from here, so the lights are here, they're very strong. But here you got some shadow because it's a little lower on the surface here. So this part will be like bright in the center. But on the when the mouth turns away from the back, from the light, it comes a little bit dark because the lights turn weak. It will not hit the mouth, the bricks directly, so it will go through go passing. So it will not so bright. I hope I explain that well. So her mouth like this. I got the tips here. And then he got leg. Okay, this is roughly that. Big fan. Hello, Recent Academy. Risha. All right. Oh, hi, I notice you there, son. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for shout at me. I notice you. Yes, great. Risha's Academy. Ooh. Yeah, we're drawing this eagle, okay, with a chalk. So we are starting step by step. Now, so this is her brick, lower part here, and then I goes connect here to his upper lips right above here. And then we have her lower bricks, and the lower bricks here a little bit brown, dark. So you give some shade over there. Okay, just a little shade. Okay, so now keep going. So you got the sun, give it a very light shade over here. And then he got the lips, not lips, mouth here, the lower part. Okay, so there's some divider here. We just make a very little light over here. So this mouse divider. Okay, so this is the bricks. Of course, it's much brighter here. And this much bright here. Okay, so now you got lips here, this is the chin. You got a small feather here, and so on. And then he comes longer and more back to here. And we will handle this part later. Okay, and he got some hair also under the mouth here. And also we will do that more later. So now we just leave it there. Don't worry about too much about that. Just leave it there. We will handle that later. Okay, so make this part. There's a lot textures here because it's the skin with a little feather here. Okay, now we have her eyes and the mouth and the nose and the bricks ready. So now we're gonna to do other parts of her mouth, her face. Okay. That is some divider here. We can make that later. Okay, so now we're drawing this part. So this part is her forehead. Okay, so this I think it should be higher here. Because her age of her hair feather comes off very clear.披头散发。Yeah, we should make the age first. And we need to see the size. Okay. Yeah, we make the age first. I'm charging the size. Okay, it's about this big. Let me see if this is correct. This is right.嗨，你好，星光散漫时，我是非常罗曼蒂克。Hello， 安安早安。这是早上吗？现在不是，现在已经10点了，我看。不对，现在不知道几点了。我现在我看了，11点。不对，是1点钟。欢迎。那我们现在画的是老鹰啊，所以我们现在把老鹰的这个羽毛啊，所以这一块是它额头这一块啊，然后呢这边轻一点。又一撮，头发我们可以一撮一撮的画哈，其他就长得是一撮一撮的哈。 一撮一撮的来，一撮一撮的走。然后这一撮一撮的方向呢，就像这样子倒下来的方向啊，辐射状啊。所以它这里的脸上呢，这里的毛根长的地方呢，从这里开始变成这个须毛须呢，变成了长长的羽毛啊，所以从这里开始变化。所以到这里呢，这一圈呢，这一圈从这里开始呢，变成长的毛啊，所以这一块啊，一条、两条啊，这里都是一撮一撮的啊，当然是尽量把它覆盖的满满的哈，但是要有一撮一撮的这种感觉哈。这里呢，刚开始呢，你画的不会很亮啊。我们现在只是做这个主光影的简单的区分，所以我们把这一块呢知道它是亮的，然后把它结构跟光影呢一起考虑，然后把它画下来。然后等一下呢，我们再来做更细节的啊。所以这里下面呢也是一样，一条一条的，一撮一撮的。千万不能一片白或者一片黑哈。这里一撮一撮的。这里过来的接续啊，这里前面呢短，绵密，然后呢接到后面这种又长又尖的羽毛。而且到这个下面呢，就更亮啊。这个中间呢，还因为起伏的关系，所以呢有亮有暗啊。像这里呢亮，这里一部分亮啊，然后这脸颊这里呢稍微要亮。好，这里继续啊，这里面呢比较绵毛的哈。So the feather inside here a little not so complete and big and strong like those on the edge. Okay, so edge here very long and strong, and the shape so big, complete. But inside here, the root here are more fleur, for tiny feather, a tiny hair to connect her long, big feather on the edge. Okay. 对，这里一撮，这里一撮。A bunch, a complete unit of each part, of each feather here. So you take that, but it turns weak, not so bright when it turns inside. So there's a shadow area right now. So the light is coming from here. So this is underhood, the jaw, the chin. So it's much light here, a little. So here we got also the light, but right here I'm much weak. Okay, and now during this part, this is the wind, and he got the wind light over here, so we put some light, very good light. Funny. Okay, so this part is alright. And then let me show you here. He got all the feather. I give some light, more light here, stronger, because the light are very strong here. So I bring the light here. So he got a feather like so you can see her feather, small feather, very different from what you see on the hair, on her hair, on the head here, neck, right? They're different. You make the light here. So all the light here are bright, or I just make mark there, so I won't forget. Then this is like a radius fly from here to here, the circle right there. Okay, and then there's the wind over here. It got some very bright I leave this not too much because this side is equal this side here. Okay, and then you have to make this sharp as the other side, other end of her feather are sharp. So I have to make that. Okay, and then it's like this. Like this. I give an overall light and shadow inconsistent. Okay. All related. So they have some patterns here. You have to notice that when you draw this hair. Yeah, make this part blur, and that's so clear. And then I'm drawing this her bag. The bag covered by other kind of feather. You got the tips on there and long and sharp, but black. So you would make that. So you got tips on the top, very bright. Okay, now we cover all the parts of her face, her hair, and her neck, and the wing and the body. So everything covered, but not in detail. It's not. It's only 40% complete. But now you have already got the image of an eagle, but it looks like 100 miles away from you. No, 100 meters away from you. You cannot tell the details of the eagle. So we have to make it more clear and more detail, more textures, so it will be more realistic. That means it looks more near your eye, just in front of you, so you see her mouth, you see her lips, you see her eyes, very, very clear, so close to you, because you can see all this detail because they standing just in front of you. If not, you just see a very vague image of anything, right? You're standing too far away from them, so you cannot see them. Just like people, if someone is 100 meters away from you, you cannot tell who he is or who she is. You just know there's a man there, all right? But when you come closer and closer to you, from 100 meters to 50 meters to 10 meters to 1 meters to half meters to your eyes, you see the difference? Yes, of course. And that you can recognize that's your friend. Oh, it's someone strange, someone you don't like to be with, right? So because it's coming closer to you, right, so take a look, close look of this eagle because they're only 50% finished, and now I am going to do more detail. That's critical. That's what makes your drawing very different from others' work. If you like to do your drawing more realistic, more alive, much alive, more shock, you have to make more details. And that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now I'm going to do details, and then let me draw this. I think he got a little smaller. Okay, now I'm doing the eyes and mouth, nose, step by step, one by one. Okay, now I'm drawing the eyes. You got a very bright eye here on the bottom. So I give it a light here. And lip, not too bright over here because the light is not there, because the eye is a ball. When I say it's a ball, then it's more dimensional, so it's refractive. You change the light. Okay, so it looks like this. Come. Okay, and then this is an eraser, okay? And then this a bit closer. Some texture here. It's tiny, it's thin, not so big. And it is to make this part brighter. Okay, then I make this eyebrow brighter in this part. Okay, then the eye corner here. This is a shadow right here. This is a forehead hair. So they got a very texture, a lot of light here, but with a lot of texture here. Okay, so this bright area, bright with light coming from this part. Then now I'm going to draw the nose. Okay, so this is a nose. See her nose there? Okay. Make Let me see. This part. here. Much dark over there. I wish make the make her eyes more, more dips inside. Hiding right there from her face, so it's so deep. How do you describe that? So deep inside of her face. Okay, so now I finish this part. Now I need to do this part. So he got some light refraction here because light is so strong. Then he got some light right in the middle of her beak. This part will be a little dark. And why here so strong, very bright, very low key there. And then I need to give some, how come it's always right? So it makes me feel not good because my monitor turned off automatically. So it got a little light over here. Okay, I need to fix that. And some age light. Over there. There's nothing I can hold. So I need a support. Oh my God. Okay. Because I have to keep the shapes smoothly with a nice curve. I have to make it very, very smooth. Okay, so he got the tips here much bright. The tips. Very hard. So I have to make it again. Not good. Right here. It should stop right there. Because my camera is in front of me, so I cannot put my hand right there. So I have to move. I have to study how can I make my camera and my boulder in a good position so I can draw easier. Hi. Hello, no problem. Okay, ta-ta. Oosh. No problem. Every part of my drawing is critical. Okay, so no matter where you start from, you still know something I'm doing. Okay, so no problem, no worry. So I welcome everyone from any time. Okay, so this is a very minor detail, but all the details makes your drawing more realistic, more interesting, more shock. Right, so it worth the time, worth your effort to pursue the detail, to find the detail, the critical detail that make your drawing attractive. I just mean if you're drawing for realistic purpose, to draw more realistic, then you have to make all details. Not all of them you have to show, but you have to create some of them. But I know the chalk is much delicate more. So a lot is like the what can I say? He has a very bold hair, so you have to make it sharp for detail. So and that's why I sharp my chalk for detail area. I can make them easier. Okay, so now we turn to the other part of her mouth. I spent too much time over her tips there. Actually, it's his nose. I make it too big, too round. Oh, still need to shape, to fix the shape a little bit. Okay. Very sharp. Okay, now I move to the other part. So I need some light here. I need make this bright.奇怪啊！我们今天的电脑一直自动关机啊。自动休眠。Okay, my monitor, my computer, go to sleep automatically. Don't know why. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen before. And now I'm so surprising. Why is that? Today, okay. But don't worry, we just keep going. We'll still do our job. Okay, I think this part is not too good. I need some divider here, but the pen is the eraser is too big. And sometimes it's too good. I don't need such black divider here. Okay, got some question here. How about a camera? Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Yes, I'm thinking about. That's a one way I did before. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm bad for that setting. Uh, yes, I understand you. Yes, I understand that. So now I'm certain, because now your view, everybody hears the view. The view is the view I have. So you can see how I look my painting directly. So that's my eyes here. So your look is my eyes. My eyes, your eyes. So you see from the camera here, okay? But actually, there's something it should be. So you know how the artists work. You don't see from side. If I put the camera on the side, you probably see like things like turn away. So you have not such good view to understand how the artist is working from his view. So I show you the best angle here. So when I draw, I will come back this view to see the same as you look. But most of the time, I have turned my head away from this view. I have to draw from the side, so I can get in to draw. Okay, I'm right here, so I can draw here from. So I can, you know, my eyes. If this is me, okay, the pencil is me. All the eyes like this. Everybody's eyes like this, and how do you say that? You look this way, right? So that's how we look normally. So you know how we look, and how we think, how we draw, and there's no distortion of the view. So sometimes I have to draw away from that because I have to my head away to avoid the camera here to interfere my hand, so I cannot go this way. And I go this one, I will block by the camera. I cannot. Of course, I can see from away from the camera, but it's another another way to do that. So I have to go from here normally to left, to right here, to left here, and up or down. But I will keep your view consistent, so you see how it works here. And there's some disadvantage of this because I will block my hands when I touch my blackboard. You will not tell how I touch the really touch the blackboard with my chalk. Sometimes, if I draw from side, you can see that, right? If I draw from this, you can see how I use the tips. But sometimes I have to draw like this. You won't see what I'm doing. That's a disadvantage in front view. Okay, so this different view makes different probably explain understanding of how we make a picture. So that's why I like to hold a long chalk, so I can leave my hand with the chalk tips away, so you know what I'm doing with all this part. So sometimes I use this holder, so that's easier for me to draw, you see. But when I have to do the little things like this, I have to use the tips. I have used the small tips. Then this will be blocked. The view will be blocked. You don't know how I operate, how I really touched it, and which are very important. How you touch, how you move, how you scratch the chalk, all the details. Okay, so all right. So I hope it helps. Yes, first person, first view. This. Okay, turn. Okay. Well, there's a long story. There's a long one. Advice to improve drawing. That basically everybody improve their drawing by drawing more. You know, you just drawing more, and you will improve little by little. You will not improve dramatically. You know, jump 100 meters so better, 100% better than yesterday, or than the last drawing. So practice is most important thing. So the practice comes with patience. So patience means you have something to support you. Patience means you are interested in what you are doing. So if you are interested in what you're doing, you can do every day. You can do 100 times. You will practice and practice and practice like exercise, like we play any kind of sport. The skill is learning by practice, right? Why you keep practice? Because you have something in mind. You have some goal. You want to beat someone. You want to show off yourself, or you want to be the best in the field in your school. So find something support your interest and practice. And the drawing, there's many way to learn from drawing. Like people teach you how to make the sketch. People let you know how do you understand the perspectives. And some will teach you how to handle light and shadow, and some will show you how to make the textures. And all these subjects are great, but you need to practice anyway. So if you find something you are in short, you don't understand perspective, so you always draw the people or the animals you like is not alike. The likeness is weak, so you probably you know what knowledge you need to have. So from practice, you'll know where you're gonna to learn those knowledge and the skills. Okay, so that's my I think of now at this moment. I hope it's helpful. Or like the Loomis method. Yeah, just like that. I just like the same. When I was a little kid, like 12 years old, 15 years old, the first book I bought for art or learning drawing is that book from Loomis, Head and Hand Drawing. So that's a good starting point. That's a good starting book. So keep on that, stick on that, and like I did, I draw almost every sample example picture on his book. So if he provide like a 300 heads in his book, I draw everyone. I draw each one of them. I never miss one. Okay. Why I make this one? Why I'm work so hard? Because I'm interested to create the portrait, to create the people. Like Loomis, he's so good, right? So you have some model to follow. So that's keep you practice. But now you're in better position now, because now we have a YouTube, we have a live stream, so you'll see how I draw in person, step by step, minutes by minutes. When I am my age, I just read from the book. I have to imagine how he make these textures, how he makes the shadow, why it's so beautiful, why his pencil, why his skills make the shade so smooth, so something like that. I have to guess. I don't know how he made it, because I never see he drawing in life, and I didn't go to the art schools, so I have no teacher. I see no artist doing those sketch drawing in studio. So that wastes me a lot of time to figure how it works. And sometimes I think wrong. That maybe cost me 10 years or many years until I finally understand how they make that, how they make some skills so good, you know. But now you have all the materials, you have all the information, you have AI, you have a lot of stuff. So that's fortunate. So that means you have more competition. But if you are not competing with anyone, you just want to draw, forget about anyone and competing with you. You just draw your own art. So okay, that's my suggestion. Okay. So then we handle this part, and we have to add a feather and structure. It looks like a mess, but actually they are why there's some reason why the feathers there, why they are bright, why they are dark, why they are turning something there. There's some function, and I don't know, function and what? A form, okay? So each form has its function. We just guess. If you want to draw the eagle better, like my suggestion, you have to study the eagle. You have to go to the zoo to watch them. All right, but we can watch YouTube. Still, we have a lot of video, a lot of image of them, and we know how they live, how they whatever you are interested in to make your drawing much better. Okay, so now I'm handling the feather. So the feather here, this round is so much brighter because the light, and they also indicate that her head is a round like a ball. So he got a dark here, he got a bright area here, he got a weak light here compared to the strongness of light. So when you make this part light, it's more like full of volume. Okay. Yes, you like drawing too, yes. Okay. Still life drawing is good. Yeah, because they don't move like a picture, and they are alive. You can draw any small subject in front of you. You still like drawing the wood, like drawing whatever. Just easy to find the thing. You can have a better observation, and you have time to study their structure. You have time to set up different light. So that's good. That's good. Okay, so this part is a feather there. Okay, now I move this one. And then, light here, you got more light here. Shadow here. Do you draw hands? Oh yeah, I draw hands. I learned from Loomis. I still drawing hands, but because I am not really a professional artist, I'm another professional illustrator, so I don't draw a lot hands. in my work. But of course, hand is a great subject to draw good portrait. So Loomis show you how, right? He has a lot sample and a lot of way to draw hands. Okay, so I think that's good. Follow what he teach you. Okay. Make this complete, a stroke by stroke, a stroke by stroke. Okay, I need to make this light. Okay, so this part, now we move to the wing. Not much to do here because there's not much highlight. I just make a few of them. Okay, so I fixed it. And then I have some better light on the back. So I make this part a little bit lighter. Okay, so I got everything covered already. And now I just want to make the feather looks more intense. So not much black. Oh, I'll cover with some shade. Not many totally black line there, so you weak them. But you leave the stroke. Okay, so we spent pretty much time here now, and then let me see, what question do you have? Oh, thank you. Also, do you watch anime? Yeah, yes, anime. Yeah, when I was kid, yes, I did. But there's some drawing. Actually, there's some drawing from imagination, some drawing from real life. So, like what I'm drawing, I'm drawing from something real, right? From picture, from life. So, there's another area of drawing is drawing from imagination, like designer or animation artist, right? So that's why they have a lot of different subjects to learn, because they have to create something from imagination, but most of them still in reference of what in real life. But they just make some change and make some design and make some creation there. So animation is some area that I am not too good. I spend not much time there because you have to draw from your imagination. I don't have time to imagine all this animation. Because I'm another kid already. I'm too old. Okay, I just draw some. Probably when I in a business, I draw some product design because I was a product manager in many company. So we design some product. We have outlook design. We have designed some consuming products. I will draw some of product from imagination. But it's still, it's a long time ago. So I don't draw from imagination. I watch anime, but I don't draw. I cannot create them. But if you want me to draw some character from any comic book, it's a piece of cake. It's easy because comics always is a easier drawing in terms of realism, in terms of the drawing. Like drawing, I like to pursue the very realistic, but all the animation are simplified characters, simplified drawing. They're great, but they are not like what I'm doing here now. Okay, so that's eagle. Then we have spent pretty much time. Now I have to finish my drawing with more detail. Now usually it's the most black area and the most bright area, so that I retouch the contrast of our drawing. So here, like the shadow here, I have to make it dark. Why it's not black? Because when I draw this, the chalk's coming down, so it will cover the black area. So the black you drew in the previous steps will not so black as it's covered by the fallen chalk on the top. Okay, so I have this eye, but you see my pupil is not great. It seems that you still got a shape right there. So I draw too much. I make a little disappear, a little blur there, but keep this black. So it keeps the pupil on the center of her eyeball. Okay, and then he got some reflect, highlight. Usually it will tell us where the light's coming from. So that's in the beginning I say the light's coming from the back, back here, from this angle. So the hit here, so he got a highlight over here. Okay, so I got this, and I got some light here because it's a little eyelid. And I got some structure here, and he got some highlight dot right here. Not many of them. He got a light over here. He got some refraction here. Because light coming down here, right? And then he got some light here. Why here? Because the light is coming there. And then he got very bright light over here as well. So make this part stronger. Okay, and then he got a light this here, here, and there. Okay, I need to make this part. Okay, make this brighter. You see, with the sharp chalk, it will create much stronger light. All right, you can do a lot of detail, but you have to stop somewhere. Okay, so I think it's already good enough to have all the details. Now, so I put some here, make some shadow here, and make some here. And I don't think this part is okay. I make this longer. I make the tips a little bit brighter. Okay, that's the eagle here. Here, much light. Okay. Okay, yeah, you don't have to go to, yeah, especially in this kind of, age, this era, because it's so much easier to get your learning materials, and you can find some people to help you. You can find some videos. You can see a lot of reference. You have some AI report to help you. So not really you go to art school. And if you are really good in art and you can learn it by yourself, you can make it a professional as you go into the school. You can make a hobby. You can make another talents you have, and to combine with the other talents you have, then that make yourself more competitive. For example, if you're a car designer, then you know how to make the engineering and the function, all kind of design of a car, and then you have a sense of aesthetics, you have a sense of art, and then you will apply that what you learn in those fields. So art you can learn from everywhere, and you can apply to your major professional. Okay, thank you everyone. So that's the yeah, trying to do that. Self learning, yes. Yeah, you can learn from YouTube. YouTube has 2 minutes. Stop there. They have a lot of incentive to the creator and to the audience, so we can exchange here. So no problem. No problem. You can find a lot of things, not only arts. You can have many things. So YouTube is a lot of good stuff there, but find someone you like to follow. Okay, so that's means subscribe to my channel, and you'll come back later and to see something more. One day when you don't like to follow my channel, that means you are pretty good. You're good enough to have your own art. Okay, so thank you everyone. Tap here if you like my channel. We gonna have yes. If you want to go do some anime, you really have to learn the hair, the feature, and body postures, all these things. Andrew Loomis has very good textbooks on that. Everybody say there's the greatest reference of great starting books. But the better you have to see some artist perform this art in front of you. That helps a lot. Don't read just from books. Don't read just from the still reference. You have to see someone do this for you, and you'll follow this. You'll practice yourself. Okay, so that's it. So thank you, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah. Okay, Raymond. That's great. And Tatashi, that's good. See you. Bye bye. Take care. Yes.